Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. And today we have What If Naruto Could Take Powers from Other Anime? Part 2. So, with a quick little recap from what happened in the last episode, basically, Naruto went to the Dragon Ball universe and took the Saiyan gene, the Nimbus, and the power pole from Goku. Like, he didn't take it, because Goku still had all of them, but, he, duplicated it, and now Naruto is basically half Saiyan, and he has a tail. So, yeah. And also, he went to the My Hero universe and, grabbed that one for all, confused the hell out of All Might, and definitely, what's his name? Deku, too. They were like, what the hell? Why you have one for all, bruh? And this was during right before the USJ. But anyway, doesn't matter what time it was in the My Hero universe, because we're back in the Naruto universe. Oh yeah, and what I forgot to tell you is that let's say Naruto thought of something like Ultra Instincts, he'd be able to travel all the way to, a different time, like when Goku unlocked Ultra Instinct, and then he'd be able to just, high five Goku, and boom, he has Ultra Instinct now. He still would have to train how to use it. He'd only be able to use it for half a second. Still have to train with it and stuff, but he would have it. And also, yes, I am going to give him Ultra Instinct. Not in the OG Naruto, but when we get to Shippuden, I will give him Ultra Instinct. Because Ultra Instinct's Ultra Instinct. Who doesn't want Naruto to have Ultra Instinct? Come on now. But anyways, we left off with Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, and Kakashi at the Hokage's office and getting the escort mission for Tazuna. This is when Tazuna walks out and says, "Really? These kids are the ones who are going to be escorting me? Couldn't you get someone better?" "Oh, trust me, Tazuna. These kids are highly skilled." Ugh, whatever. What's up with that shorty over there? What is he, a monkey? Hey, who are you calling a monkey, old drunk? Oh, shut up. You know you are. Ugh. This is when Naruto's about to jump at him, but then Kakashi stops him. "And what are you? A cherry blossom? Can't you even get someone with a normal hair color?" This is when it pisses off Sakura a little. And then he can't really say anything about, or no, actually, "And what are you? Some emo ripoff?" This angers Sasuke a little bit, but he's able to keep his calm. And this is when they all start walking. They grab all their stuff, and they start to head out. After a few hours, Naruto is a little bit smarter, but barely, so he doesn't notice the puddles. But remember, he does have a really good... Actually, never mind, no he doesn't. Actually, yeah, he does. He does have a really good reaction time. This is when Sasuke and Kakashi notices the puddle. So they're a little suspicious of it because it's the middle of summer. And as they start walking along, the Demon Brothers come out of the puddle tuning rink and start attacking them. Naruto's able to dodge the poison knife, so he doesn't have to do his powerful speech. But anyways, after he sees them, jump out, Naruto basically kicks one, literally sending him through 3 trees in a row. surprising Sakura a little bit, also surprising Sasuke because he hasn't shown them their power yet. I mean, his power yet. So, also, this is when, he takes that weird red pole off his back, which after a very long research session, 2-second Google search, um, Nar- it's called Power Pole, which makes me nuts, because I haven't watched Dragon Ball in a long time. But anyways, he takes out his power pole and says, "Power pole extends," and it just extends, and it grabs him, and then he says, "Power pole retract," and because it's grabbed him by the clothes, it retracts really fast, and then Naruto just holds out his fist and then punches him in the face, knocking him out. And then that's when Sasuke basically just kills the other one. And, yeah, that's when Kakashi starts to question Tazuna about it, and Tazuna ends up breaking and tells them about, the poor state of the village. And then they just decide that they're too far to go back now. We'll just do it. So they keep walking, but this time, right after that, Naruto's just a little tired out, so he just says, "Nimbus!" And that's when a yellow cloud comes. Or no, that's when Sasuke says, "What are you yelling?" "Oh, nothing." "Idiot," Sakura says. "Alright, calm down." That's when Kakashi sees just a yellow cloud starting to fly down. He's like, "What the hell is that?" What's what Kakashi sends it. Oh. Wow. It's already here? This is when Naruto... Oh, sorry. This is when Naruto jumps up and jumps on the cloud. And that's when Kakashi's like, "What the hell? What the hell is that? I've never heard of that. That ain't no shinobi. What? What is that?" This is when Sakura just has that surprise face. And Sasuke's just like, "What the hell?" This is when Naruto hops onto it and just starts floating. And Sasuke's like, "Wow, that thing it isn't even fast." Dear God, I can't pronounce anything. Oh, no, it is fast. That's when Naruto just starts going really fast and already flies there and then flies back in like 2 minutes. Not even 2 minutes. In like 20 seconds. And he tells them that he just flew there and back. And they don't believe him, so he goes there and picks up and buys a quick specialty that you can only get there, and comes back, and he has a whole bunch of food that you can only get there. That's when they believe him and he starts feasting. Well, after they believe him, and that's when Sasuke asks a loser, "Can I try?" Naruto's like, "Yeah, sure. I don't think you'll be able to get on though." This is when dear God, sorry. This is when Naruto gets off and Sasuke tries getting on, but he just falls through it. He's like, "Hey, what the hell? Can't you control that thing?" "Nope. Only those with a pure heart can ride it." And this is when Sakura tries and she just falls. And they both get mad at him, but he just floats up to where they can't reach. And that's when, Naruto just starts riding the Nimbus at the same speed they're walking. And this is when, they hear some crackling in the leaves, and Sasuke throws a kunai at it, and it was just a rabbit. Until it poofs, and there's a big man holding a sword. Yep, Zabuza. This is when, they start fighting him, and, Naruto actually lands a punch on Zabuza. It sends him flying and breaking a rock. Zabuza's surprised with his strength and decides to actually wants to fight him a bit more. But this is when, two Senbon go into Zabuza's neck and seemingly killing him. This is when a hidden miss ninja, who Kakashi realizes is a Ambu retriever, takes him and says sorry about the trouble. This is when Kakashi gets a little bit suspicious, but doesn't think too much about it. And they keep going, and eventually they reach the bridge, and they reach Tazuna's house. After they reach Tazuna's house, dinner is made, and they all eat. And after they all eat, they sleep. And then the next day, Kakashi brings them out to the woods. And, because Tazuna's not building the bridge. Not building the bridge, today. So Kakashi brings them out to the, woods to practice their chakra control. After, explaining how to walk on the tree and stuff, he, tells them all to keep marking their spaces with a kunai. And they Sasuke eventually does it, with Naruto coming next, and then Sakura doing it last. This is when Naruto decides to try and balance upside down on a branch, while Sasuke is on top of the branch, and, Naruto falls, Sasuke catches him, but then Sasuke falls with him, and then they both fall on the ground, because they couldn't maintain it. Anyways, they train all night, Sasuke and Naruto, and eventually at dinner, they do that moment where they walk in, holding each other's shoulders. Holding each other up with their shoulders. Dear God, what is my pronunciation, bro? And my grammar, but it's so off today. What is wrong with me, bro? Anyways, after that happens, the next day they have to start building the bridge. So, Naruto is still sleeping. Oh God, I have to sneeze. Oh, don't you hate when, you feel like you have to sneeze, and then, 10 seconds later you just don't have to sneeze? That feeling just sucks. But anyways, Naruto sleeps in, and Kakashi, Sakura, and Sasuke leave to go help Tazuna build the bridge because, they wanted to let Naruto sleep in or whatever. I don't really know why they did that. It was kind of an idiotic decision, but anyways. So they end up doing that, and Naruto wakes up, and he starts heading out. But this is when, as he's going through the forest, he hears a scream. So he ends up going back. And this is when he sees the two thugs, taking Tazuna's wife. Not wife, dear God, daughter. And, I forgot his name, but Tazuna's grandchild, she's trying to fight him off to no avail. This is when Naruto, ends up going and seeing them trying to do this. So Naruto ends up saying, this is it, power pull extend, and he just, flies up to the sky, and he just drop kicks one, knocking him out immediately, and then he just punched one all the way off into the ocean. Easy peasy. This is when, everyone's just surprised, but they say thank you, and Naruto gives one of his powerful speeches to Tazuna's grandchild. I forgot what his name was. But anyways, and then he goes back just in time to see, guess what? Everyone's just fighting. And guess who they're fighting? Oh wow, you would never expect this. Haku and Zabuza. Anyways, they just go. Naruto sees this, and then he tries helping out Kakashi fighting Zabuza. This is when Kakashi just says, Naruto, go help out Sasuke. So he does that. He, reluctantly goes to help out Sasuke. And as he's running over there, he sees Haku. this is when he's like, wait, I forgot to mention, but like that forest encounter thing did happen. So yeah, he did end up seeing Haku. So he's like, wait, are you the girl from the guy from the forest? And then he says, I keep calling Haku a she, bro. It's not a she, sadly, bro. But anyways, he says, wait, Haku? And Haku says, Naruto? Shame I had to fight you here. I told you we'd meet again, though. This is when Naruto ends up just, like, going and trying to beat up Haku, but, like, Haku's just dodging him, bro. Like, Haku's dodging him. This is when Naruto actually lands a few hits, and Haku uses the ice mirrors, and, throws a whole bunch of Senbon at him. Sasuke blocks him. And this is when, Naruto just gets pissed. He is mad now, boys. And he ends up going into the QB Enhanced Tracker mode. Oh, wow. And he said, that wasn't cool. As he literally just punches through one of the ice mirrors and ends up, almost killing Haku. And this is when, Zabuza is about to Chidori, dear God. I mean, Kakashi's about to Chidori, Zabuza, but this is when, and then this is when Naruto, like, snaps out of it, but he, like, still can slightly control himself, and says, why are you doing this? And this is when, Kakashi Chidori's, Zabuza, and Haku jumps in the way. Luckily, unlike in canon, Haku is short. Somehow, it doesn't hit Haku in the heart because Haku is shorter than Zabuza, which I'm surprised that didn't happen in canon. But, yeah, it hits Haku in the shoulder and doesn't, like, go all the way through. So this is when, Haku is about to pass out, and Haku passes out. And Zabuza just kicks him aside. Naruto is not okay with that. Naruto's like, what the hell? And this is when Haku, like, a little bit later wakes up and explains everything to, like, him being a tool to Zabuza, and, like, if Zabuza dies, he has nothing else to live for. And this is when Naruto this is when Naruto actually predicts somehow. Just don't ask me why, alright? Don't say it doesn't make sense. I know it doesn't make sense, alright? I just want Zabuza and Haku to be good, alright? So, just don't say this doesn't make sense. I know it doesn't make sense. Naruto predicts the betrayal of, Gato and his men. So he ends up saying, you know what? You guys, how about this? I'll make you a deal. We won't kill you unless you join the Hidden Leaf. And then this is when Zabuza says, what? No, we already got a deal going on with Gato. I know. He's going to betray you. And all of his men are going to try and kill you just so he doesn't have to pay you. This is when they keep fighting, and Zabuza ends up agreeing and says, if that is true, then I'll join you. Hey, guess what? Guess who comes here? Gato and all of his men. And he ends up saying, oh wow, really? The demon of the Miss Zabuza can't even take care of a couple of kids and their sensei. How pathetic. This is when he sends all of his men, and, because this is when Zabuza's just like, oh wow, you were right. Well, let me take care of him. This is when he goes to fight all of their men, and he like taking out most of them, but he's going to die. And Naruto and Sasuke realize, not Sasuke, Sasuke still passed out. But Naruto realizes this and goes to help him, and they end up defeating all of Gato's men with Zabuza being damaged. And they end up going back to Tazina's house, and they get congratulated. You know, Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, Kakashi. They all get congratulated for saving the village, and you know, they all get healed up, and then they say you're welcome and head back out. Hold on. Alright. Well, I guess I have a little bit more time. Once they get back out, they, they take Haku and Zabuza with them, and, you know what, actually, no, never mind, no. They get back, and, Kakashi explains what happens, and explains why Zabuza and Haku are with them. You know, Hiruzen says, they'll accept them, just they'll be under surveillance, and that, you know, they'll just make them go through a few tests, and after that, they'll decide what their rank is. Zabuza ends up being, Jonin, with Haku being Chunin. And this is actually where I'm going to end this off. I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like, maybe subscribe. Remember, it's free, and you can always unsubscribe if you end up, not liking me anymore. Which I don't know why, I'm amazing on that. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed. Everyone, have a great day or night. And see y'all next time. Goodbye.